Hi there, crafty friends. Chantel here. I am working on some swap items, and I thought that I would stop for a moment and show you what I'm doing and how to make what I'm doing. I had watched a while ago a video from Fiona, who is Jennings. Well, her name's Fiona, and I'm going to tell you what her YouTube channel is in a moment. But she was making flowers, and she started out with a circle punch, and she took some ribbon and in a square, and then folded it in half once, and then folded it over again. Stuck a little glue right here in the middle to make like a petal. And then she was taking those and sticking, gluing them all around the circle punch to create a flower. And so I am actually making a flower bouquet and decided to go with that same concept. But instead of putting them on a circle punch, I am using these sticks here, which actually came from my mother's edible arrangements. We had gotten her edible arrangements a few months ago, and she was here at my house when we had gotten it for her. And so once she was done with it, she just took the pieces off and saved them for me, the sticks, because she, as everyone else in my house now knows, I keep everything. And I find a use for it somehow. I've had them for a while, and they actually are perfect for creating these flowers here. So this is what I am creating. I think it's coming out pretty cool. I have 4 done already. I am only going to do a half a dozen, so I have 2 more to go. So I wanted to take a minute to show you how I was doing that. And then I also have these petals, leaves, the flower leaves from the floral section at AC Moore. And then that is what I am putting like on the edge to adorn the edge there. So I'm going to show you one, and then yeah, that'll be it. Fiona's channel is Jennings644. So if you want to go and check out her video where she created, and maybe I'll try and link it at the end of this video. So like I said, I started out with some ribbon, pretty thick ribbon. It's probably about 2.5, maybe 3 inches wide, and I cut it in squares. And then I took the square and I went point to point first, and then folded it again point to point, stuck a little bit of hot glue right in the middle there, held it together, and created this petal. So now what I'm going to do is take this petal, put a little bit of hot glue. Here's my stick. I want this in here, and I'm just going to hold it down and let it set. So there's the first petal, and it's quite a bit of glue there, so I'm going to go ahead and take the next petal and kind of caddy it a little bit off to the side, use up the rest of that glue. There we go. So there you have 2 petals already started and ready to go. I have quite a few I've done. I don't know how many I used, but I guess we can count now. So that was 2. There's 3. And they only take a few seconds to set. I just hold down on it like this and let it set. And take the next. A little bit of hot glue. That's quite a bit of glue there. And then I just turn it a little bit and offset it from where I put the last petal. Hold down onto that for a few minutes and let that set. If you can see here's where I'll put the next petal, right up in there. Next petal. And let it set. And I'm just going to keep doing this process until I have the amount of petals on here that I feel will, you know, make it look full and pretty. And I'm just going to keep going. And please bear with me. I'm going to keep doing this. And I don't have any fast forward software to fast forward you through this process, so I'll just talk. I am hoping that everyone is enjoying their summer. I know that I am. My husband and I have been doing a little traveling, very local traveling. We went to Florida and North Carolina to visit his parents. Couple of different things like that, mainly to golf. My husband is a huge golf nut, and you know, we were just on the course yesterday talking about this. When he started a few years ago, I was never opposed to golf because, you know, to each his own, but I wasn't into golf. I actually, you know, had really just gotten into my craft here. And, you know, he would go to the office and come home and say, well, baby, you're going to come and go with me out, you know, on the course? I'm like, nope. I'll see you when you get back. And he, you know, leave and come back and find me right here in my craft room where he left me. We did buy me clubs maybe 3 years ago now. And I would go out there with him periodically because what I decided was, you know, he golfs a lot, and I can just ride along in the cart and use this time as time well spent with my hubby. Yeah, kind of a sob story. Well, a sweet sob story. So I started really going to spend time with him. And I'm not very competitive, but I do like to, I guess, be active, and I have some sporting abilities. So eventually I said, well, you know, let me try. And long story short, I've gotten really good at it. And so now it appears as though I'm doing less crafting and spending more time on the golf course. But it's really cool because again, I get to spend some time with him, and I also get to engage in a sport that I do well. So it's nice, and I'm actually meeting some other wonderful young women, young at heart, who are enjoying the sport as well, and we go out and play at least once a week. They go out more often than that, but I only go with them once a week because I do still play with him during the week, and so I don't want to like overexert myself or completely leave my craft room because I love being in here. Okay, so I'm thinking that I may have the number of petals that will work here. And so now I'm going to take my lighter. This is one of the wind resistant ones, so you get less of a flame and more of like, I don't know what you want to call that thing. If I can get it to light. Let's see. There we go. I couldn't see it through the camera. And so then I just go under it, go around it, make sure I'm in frame, and kind of like burn around the edges. And can you see that it's like melting around the edges? And you want to just keep moving the flame because you don't want to burn it. You want it to just melt down a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look beyond the camera, so I gotta make sure I'm in frame at the same time. And you just keep doing that till you get, see that one I was a little bit too close, till you get the desired effect that you want. And again, you know, not getting too close to it because it will scorch your flower. And there you go. So there is my handmade flower. And here's one that I did before. And so they come out really pretty, and it's actually, although it's the same technique, you get a different effect each time, so they're unique in, you know, in themselves. I'm going to insert the video at a picture of the finished product at the end of this video. So I thank you for watching and hanging out with me. This video is actually almost 12 minutes long. So I thank you for hanging out and watching me. Please comment and comment below, and like if you like it. And yeah, thanks so much. I'll see you again. Bye.